Jerry Mallory here, SBNationPrivateTrade.com. The Lions are in first place. They took care of business at home. They defeated an undefeated team in the Chicago Bears. And if I had to sum this game up in one word, it would be redemption. You go to PrivateTrade.com. The game is talked about at so many different angles. The stats are broken down, the initial reaction. It's no better place to be for watching a Lions game than on our message boards at PrivateTrade.com. It's amazing. So what I'm going to do is give you something different. That way I won't be regurgitating, which you've already looked at and enjoyed at the website. So I'm summing this game up in one word, and it is redemption. And this goes on several levels. Let's first start off with Reggie Bush. The redemption was clear. He was injured. Last game and a half, we did not have him. But the big redemption came within the game itself. One run, he fumbles the ball. Visibly upset, Calvin Johnson recovers, tries to console him, and the team puts full confidence in him. You fumble once, that's okay. They give him the ball, and he does his best Barry Sanders impersonation, going for the touchdown. Redemption, my friend. The next redemption is Brandon Pettigrew. Props due where you've earned it. We've talked about you in your hands for seasons. We've interviewed you. We've talked about how you need to be a offensive tackle. You redeemed yourself in this game. You've struggled. In college, in your first year here, the drops weren't that big of an issue. They've become one. You ask guys in practice, they say he catches everything. To me, it's up here. This is one game, but being that it was a first place game, it was against the Bears, you're at home. Could this be the game to turn things around? He was a target. Nate Burleson's out. Someone needs to step up. We talked about Broyles. We talked about Faria, Scheffler. No, it was Pettigrew that stepped up, being a reliable target, redeeming himself. No, we don't excuse him for the several seasons of missed catches off of one game. But if you're talking about going in the right direction, he did just that. So props to you, Brandon Pettigrew. Another redemption. The Lions have notoriously been horrible against Jay Cutler. This is all you've heard. When you look at the 5 out of 6 ESPN analysis, analysts, talking about the Lions losing, except for Ray Lewis, props to you, buddy. You're smart. When you look at the Fox guys, everyone except for one person saying the Lions were going to lose. When you look at all the different media sources, everyone's saying we're going to lose. One of the biggest reasons was because Jay Cutler, he's tore the Lions up. And it's true, it has happened. You get sick of seeing those stats. Well, the Lions defense redeemed themselves. He gave up the ball 4 times, 3 interceptions, 1 fumble loss. Redemption by the defense. And then it's Ndamukong Suh. Why do I say redemption? Well, this one's a little bit different. His first 3 games of the year have been great. There's been talk about him being Defensive Player of the Year, and he didn't have the stats. The measurables weren't there. But we live in a high-tech world where your pro football focuses in football and your sabermetrics in baseball. I like it because it looks at a player's worth much more beyond just the stats. It's how a player affects the game. And Suh has affected every single game this year. He's looked great. Definitely a Pro Bowler. A Defensive Player of the Year, some people were saying, without recording as much as a sack, any turnovers. Today, he redeemed himself. Dominant in terms of the sabermetrics of football, but dominant in terms of the stats. Getting 2 sacks, forcing a fumble. This guy, Kyle Long, the Bears bring him in supposedly to stop Suh. Obviously, he was doing other things, but that was one of the big reasons they brought him in. A little bit talking, going back and forth. Suh redeemed himself, being effective like he was the first 3 games and showing up in the stats. So this game, to sum it up, was redemption. And the best thing about it was we didn't play a perfect game. We left points on the board early on. We had dropped passes. Stafford was inaccurate, especially early on, but all throughout the game. He missed Broyles on one that would have been a surefire first down, maybe a touchdown, keeping the drive moving. And so we had turnovers. We had issues with fumbling. Stafford, man, getting that ball back, that was great. That could have easily been a turnover at the 1-yard line. To me, it's cool because we didn't deliver our knockout punch. We didn't play at our best, and at one point we were still up 24 points. So to me, that means we can do better. We can play better and have even better results. You know, you give a guy a knockout punch, any team could beat any other team on any given week. But the fact that we left things on the board, the fact that we had, for instance, Darius Slay looking like a rookie, what better game for him to get some of his miscues out than when you're up this many points? Because if you do it in the first few weeks, maybe it's a loss. So maybe he's learning. So the fact that we did not deliver a knockout punch, but still played very well. This is encouraging. The fact that we still won, you love to see it. Props to the special teams. On all phases, the special teams were awesome. Punting, Sam Martin is looking like a worthy fifth-round pick for a punter. Who would have known? David Akers looking solid. You know, his jersey number, I had to go like that because I thought I saw a number 4. Consistency, similar to what we've seen for 20 years with Jason Hanson. Michael Spurlock, I was ready to dog him out, make some Stephen Logan jokes. Stephon Logan, excuse me. But no, he looked good today. When you got a game with it's Spurlock versus Hester, and you say one guy's going to break one, almost score a touchdown, I mean, who would have said it was Spurlock? But it was him. The coverage unit was good as well. Props to this team. I'm proud. You get 2 thumbs up from me. We'll be back later on this week. What were your thoughts about the game? If you could sum it up in one word, so it's so many things we could talk about this game. My word is redemption. What's your one word? Leave a comment. Subscribe. We'll be back later this week talking about the news and notes throughout the week, getting ready as they head to Lambeau Field to face the Green Bay Packers. Okay, we'll be back then. Thank you as always. This has been Jerry Mallory for SB Nation and PrivateDetroit.com.